Hello traders, welcome back to our weekly market outlook. It's another weekend and we are here to analyze and anticipate for moves that we can expect on the next week. So we are going to analyze the same pairs that we have been following, which are EURUSD, EURJPY, GBPCAD, USDZAR and gold. Again, welcome back and don't forget to join our communities on Instagram, on Telegram, at ForexSPV. So let us start our analysis on Euro USD. So we usually start with the monthly time frame where we look at the market structure of price action. So here we are going to determine the market structure using the support and resistance points. So areas where price has reversed in the past and it has been touched again, so they can be marked as areas of support or resistance. So we have had a bullish market structure on Euro USD from this point here where it returned to this order block. And we had a break of this area of resistance, a retest, and then a continuation going up. We had a retracement, and our market structure, according to the monthly time frame, is still bullish. And if we go to the weekly time frame, you can see the market structure is bullish. However, you can see price momentum going up is a bit it's decreasing, eh? So the momentum is decreasing, showing a weakness here. So this is a sign of weakness, yeah. But the market structure, however, is still bullish for this scenario. The market structure is still bullish. So the daily time frame, now if we go to the daily time frame, you can see price had this high here, and we had an area of support formed around the 50 EMA, and price has been rising. We had a retest on that, another rise, and we have that retracement. So we should expect for one more rise, should expect for one more rise. So that's according to our MQP alloy. So therefore, we had a sharp fin around this peak formation high, and price has moved, and you can see we are having a sharp fin around the 50, which is the level middle, which indicates an area where peak reset might be formed. So you can see this happened during the news this week on the FOMIC. So we had Euro USD buy to grab liquidity and then continue with that trade. And on the next day, we had a very good stop hunt here, 1, 2, 3, a pattern, and a very good fall. So it was a good week for this pair. So if we measure from this point where we have our peak, if we measure the ADR, we want to determine if this current market structure has been completed. So we still have a few pips to cover to this 800 EMA, and we also have the station zone right there. So price would come to cover those pips and form a peak formation high, peak formation low. So Monday, false move going up, and around that area, we can expect for a peak formation low. So that is on Euro USD. Let us now go to EURJPY. On the monthly time frame, we're still having a very good bullish market structure. and you can see price is still moving, going up. The momentum is still good. If we go to the weekly, so the high here on the weekly, we're having the high. So the market structure here is still bullish. It's still bullish. If we look at that CDI on the weekly, we are still going up to that level high. So this is the daily chart. Okay, so we had that area, and we have that area. So price started moving from this point, the first level, a very deep consolidation, the second level, another consolidation, and the third level. So for now, we are on third. We have seen three moves on the daily, and if you look at, there is an order block here. So we're having an order block on the daily. We had a breaker block here, and we're having this as another block, and price is around that area. So we should expect for price to go down a bit. However, the market structure is still bullish, so we should expect for price to form another area of support and then go back to uh, what the higher time frame is telling us. So go back to the higher time frame buy. But as for now, we should be looking for sales on this. So here we had a peak. We have very good sharpening like an M. So we can take that as a peak. However, let me measure the ADR from this point. So we have not yet completed 3 times ADR. So we have to go up a few pips, complete the 3 times ADR, and then come back down. So let us draw the boxes. So ADR is around 90 pips. That's ADR times 1, ADR times 2, and ADR times 3. So as for now, if you look, you can see we have like the first level, the second level, and the third level. So what will happen here is price would move three small levels to complete the 3 times ADR and then form a very good peak for us to take for a sell. So that is what I am expecting on EURJPY. So let us continue with GBPCAD. This is a very good peak on the hour one. You can see price has been chopping. However, if we go to the higher time frames, we have been following this pair, and the market structure has been bullish for some times. And right now, the market is on a consolidation zone, simply because we are seeing what we call a rectangle pattern here. So here we have, this is a rectangle pattern. So this here is a consolidation. And this is a consolidation, but it's also a continuation pattern. So it simply tells us that the market is resting, but it will continue with this trend. So that is what is happening here. So on the weekly, you can clearly see a very, this is a range market. This is a range market, and right now we are going down. So we're going down. You can see here those pins, and price has been dropping. So pound has weakened since its interest rate announcement last week. So you can see this here is the peak and price is moving. So we are having a peak formation high on GBPCAD. Let us draw the ADR boxes. So ADR is around 108. So we are almost there to complete the 3 times ADR. And we had an area of liquidity here. You can see we have already filled it. So our target should be this large quarter point here. So our target should be that large quarter point. So Monday false move, maybe to find this area of liquidity here. So we have the EMA, the 800 EMA, but also the half point there. And then we should find the large quarter point there. And based on the weekly time frame, we are still on that ranging market. And right now, price is going down. So we should find the low here. So if we're in this range bound market right now, we should find this low. So if price forms a peak formation low around this large quarter point, you should expect that this move going up should be temporary and find a peak reset and price will continue going down. So that is what you should expect. So even this move, sometimes price would go with this move and form a very good peak, a very good peak reset, and you can use that to see 3 more levels. So that will be your new peak for a new market maker cycle. Okay, so let us go to USDZAR. Okay, so this is the monthly time frame. Our market structure is bearish, yeah? Our market structure is bearish. And let us go to the weekly time frame. Okay, so the weekly time frame, the same. We're still on a bearish market structure there. On the daily time frame, if you look at it, we have this here as a peak, so this is a very good consolidation, and price has moved. However, this is like one complete cycle on the hour one, and right now it's forming a peak reset, and we're expecting for price to continue down. So this is the hour 4 time frame. You can see the TDI is showing a very good peak reset. So just like what is happening here. So this is the hour 1 time frame. So we are on a peak reset on USDZAR. So you should be looking for sales on this pair. And that coincides with our fundamental buyers according to the interest rates. The interest rates show that USDZAR should continue to sell. So last week we had news, several news, and we had interest rates from 3 big banks. We had the Fed, we also had Canadian dollar, we had the Bank of England, we also had the Japanese rate. So I've updated this the template that we have on interest rates to see if there is any change. So the USD interest rate is 4.25 right now. It is still high. However, it is still high compared to other interest rates here. But USDZAR is having 7%. So we still have a bias here to sell USDZAR, but on EURUSD, GBPUSD, nothing has changed yet. Saudi have decreased interest rates and NZD, but also GBP had the same interest rates at 4.0. The Japanese yen had the same rate at 0.5. So nothing has changed so much on the table. So nothing has changed so far. I'm still following this template and I'll be updating you from time to time. So this is our bias based on the fundamental bias based on the interest rates. Okay, so based on the analysis that we had today, anyone has a question or a comment?
No, it's clear.
Okay, I can see Mr. Charles is here and Mr. Nelson. Okay, I can see there is no other comment. So thank you for your time and thank you for listening and have a profitable trading week ahead. Have a profitable trading week ahead.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.